our Oscar-winning costume designer, Tim Chappell, well, he basically kept the felt, glitter and sequin industry single-handedly in business. We chatted with Tim and we asked him the hard questions, the questions he couldn't dodge, like just how many Swarovski crystals are on Bushranger's helmet.
We're using a lot of amazing new technology this year. Some of the costumes are 3D printed, and in which we build them inside a 3D world and we can manipulate the shapes of them, and then a laser cuts out the foam perfectly and assembles it, and once it's assembled, it's exactly, without any bumps, the image that you saw on the computer. It's incredible.
Big shout out to Tim Chappell, who is doing the most amazing job on these costumes.
Even when we're up close, we can't tell what they're made out of. They defy gravity, they move, they shine, they sparkle, and it gives them their armour, their strength. They give character to these performers who I think are really nervous and vulnerable underneath.
I mean, we need to bow down to Tim Chappell. He is the master.
The costumes aren't meant to just be entertaining, they also have to be practical. The singers are literally singing live. It's really happening, and we need to be able to record their voices.
This head is like a chamber, and I've got a big voice, and so when I start singing, it just reverberates around inside that space in there. There's a lot of noise going on.
The puppet is very hard to wear. The head is about 15 kilos. He is wired to the jaw of the puppet so that when his mouth moves, its mouth moves. Puppet and frill neck were the most complex to build because I was working with technology I'd never used before. The frill neck costume has a thing called a servo, which is a remote-controlled motor that can open and close his frill. Dragonfly, the moment she put those wings on, she could get this sexy little roll going and those long legs. She was so super smoking hot.
I'd say the hardest thing is singing in a head with massive high heel platform shoes on and a harness with about 10 kilos on you. It's tricky, but good exercise.
Bushranger was such a joy to build because she was couture. And her armour, which is actually made from leather, is covered in 3,500 Swarovski stones. The Queen's costume was quite architectural. She has a massive aluminium frame inside her skirt, which looks as light as a feather because it's completely transparent. But the best thing about it is it has a gate in the front so that she can click a button, the gate opens like it's going over a moat and she can step out. Candy Kitten, and she's big and she's fluffy and her head is 1.5 meters across, but her eye hole is like that big. She just looks out through the gap in the teeth in the mouth of the kitten. Part of being costume designer is being able to nurture your talent. You are there to help them tell a story and help them become a character. And I really love dressing people up and watching them have a great time. I love this show. Let's do it forever.